Oh, sorry. I think it was muted still now. Yeah. I think now you can hear. Hello, can you hear now? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sorry. So today we'll solve the assignments of the week 10, which of which the due date is already over. So given a list L, write a program to make a new list to fix the indexes of the numbers to in list L and its same value in the list, put 0 in the remaining indexes. So if there is 156, we'll put 1 at index 1, put 6 at index 6. Okay, so like that. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so um 5, 6. So what how will you solve this? Any suggestions? Dictionary, okay, dictionary can be one option. So what? Punya, how will you
Sir,
go with dictionary?
If
Tell me.
L of I is equal to I itself, then print I in that position. So if not equal to I means print 0.
Yeah, that's also a good option. That's also a good option, actually. But so what will you do with I? Or like what will you iterate?
From 0 to length of the list, sir.
0 to length of the list. Okay, but if you iterate 0 to length of the list, so it will be 0, 1, 2, right? And if you want to print, then how will you print? For example, I think you are trying to say that I'm just I'm not doing it in the.
No, sir. I think we can take the maximum value of the list and till that we
Yes.
can iterate.
Yes. That's what I also have thought. Or do you think? Okay, I think. Yeah, that's even I also thought. So def. Say I just give 0 index, maybe something like you have to give. And this is my list, st. I can say that, okay. Max n is equal to max of LST, correct? So is the maximum number and sorry. Then for I in range of we have to print till 6. So we have to take max n plus 1, right? Max n plus 1, correct?
Yes, sir.
So if I in so our end should be space. So for if I in, which is that LST, then print actually, okay, yeah, correct. Print I, print I, and our end should be a space, else print 0, and end should be this. So I don't have to return anything to just print, but I'll call the function. Let's see, 0 LST. I can put this this LST 6, and it's doing fine. Let's do for some other lists. Some test cases are here in that thing. So I think so for this input, I think you have to just join them, right? So for example, if the input is something like this, you have to just join them, join the inputs, and with just comma. That I think is quite easy. So this, let's do it. Yeah, it's working fine. Okay. And so how I'm just taking, I'll just input I will take. So if the input is something like, it will be like a string, right? Like this. So we have to say that, okay. INP. So my basically LST is equal to INP dot split based on comma. Yeah. So list is coming here. Okay. Okay. Actually, there is one more small problem. We have to say that if there will be one small problem, 0, and actually I have to, I'll say just LST. You will see the problem. It will give me all 0, 0, 0. Why it is happening? Because these are not string but int. So we have to convert this, all of them to taken as string. So INP dot split, and so we'll do a list comprehension. So LST is equal to int of I for I in LST. We do this. It should work now. Fine. See, now LST has become all this. So done a small list comprehension to do a convert everything with this. Okay, and also you can just actually, instead of this line, then this. Okay, one line like less. And in fact, for this also we can do things. This also will decrease the line, one less line. Okay, it's working. So it's working well. Okay. Yeah. So 1 second. So we'll go to the next problem. Read the problem. Just 1 second, 1 minute. I'll be. Okay, so Ram shifted to a new place recently, and there are multiple schools near his locality. Given the coordinates of Ram, PXY, and schools near his locality, in a nested list, find the closest school, print multiple coordinates in respective order if there exists multiple schools closest to him. Write a function, closest school, that accept XYL, where XY the coordinates, XY the coordinates of Ram's house, and L contains the coordinates of the different school. This is the distance formula basically. Very this one, where x1, y1 is the coordinate point 1 and x2, s2 is the coordinate point 2. Okay. So it's basically a class 10th standard problems that we used to solve, right? Graph problems that find the closest point to the particular point. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So I'll first I1 to I2. Just let me see how the inputs they have given in the assignment. XY is number of Ram's house, N is number of schools, X1, X2, Y2. Okay. Perfect. So say we'll go for the first problem. Some first it is there. So I'll just take this and as a test case for this one. And do the problem, solve the problem. Okay. So so basically this is XY, the Ram's house coordinates, this one. N is the number of schools, and there's all the coordinates that Rams have. Okay. So I'll take something like this. Just 1 second. There is a particular. So just can you just tell me that during this so inputs you guys only have had to take care, or you just had to write the function input they are taken care? Any suggestion? Anything like you just wanted to know? Anyone? Okay, fine. So this I had previously written in one program. So this basically tells you that data is equal to input. So basically the data basically it's append line by line the inputs in a table. So if I go like this, if I run this, you can understand it better way. So for example, my first coordinate is x comma y. So I have to write like 0 space 0. Then number of schools, that is 3. And there are all of this. So we'll just write, I just type them one by one. And as soon as I give enter, well, the data is empty. I'll So it's basically give you a table of like this. Okay, like this is so this is how actually the data is taken from your input. So did you have to write I just wanted to ask, did you have to write this particular piece of code or something similar like that, or this was taken care by the uh, software itself? Just asking. Anyone? Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Okay, one is not responding. Okay, anyway, so this is how actually the input is taken care whenever you are you are writing something in that particular format. Okay. So so basically, as you can see, I have as soon as I give each and every data, so it went like this. Okay, and so now this we have to take care. We know that the first line of the do I say first line of the code is this particular data I am saying. First line of this is the coordinates of RAM South. So we'll say like this that okay. So RAM house is equal to data's first one dot split in space, and we will also make a list of that like this with the sorry, int of like that we previously do, int of I for I in this. Correct. So if I just run this, list index out of range. Sorry, this is table, not data. Sorry, table. Yeah. So we have got Ram's house coordinates 0, 0. Okay. Next, we'll go for the second one. Okay. The number of schools. So n schools. That's right, like this. And we'll go. So same thing, right? So it's a number of schools is basically int of, we know that there will be only one to int of data of 1. Again, if I run this line, sorry, again data MC table, int of table 1. So it's coming, right? Number of schools is 3. Okay. Lastly, the list of schools. So this is a little tricky because we'll do a multiple list comprehension. So what first we'll get? We'll get first this particular list. Okay. So this we'll get a list of lists like I want to do something like this. Okay. Maybe I want to get a list of lists like 7 minus 6, comma, what was the next? 3 minus 6. Will be list of list. Okay, like that I want to get from the input. Okay, so we'll do two list comprehensions, right? And yeah, we'll do two list comprehensions. So at the first list comprehension, we'll say that okay, a particular school is at this particular thing is we'll go for this thing only, right? Now this thing will be same, but what we'll have to put there? So this is for one particular thing. So we'll say J, something J. What will be J? For J in tables. From 0, 1, we know the index we have to now see. So 0, 1, from 2 to end of the table. We know that till end of the table it is there. So if I do now, I let me check if I have done it correctly. So I'm doing int of I for I in j dot cell. For each j is basically this line. Correct. So j from tables 2 to this. So if I go like if I print tables 2 to thing, so each of this is j, 7j. So j dot split, same thing I'm doing, just converting to a int, right? So if I run this line again, sorry, not this, just whole line. What is the list of schools? See, so it's got a list of lists of 7 minus 6, 3 minus 6, 1 minus 6, something like that. And let me check one thing here. And one more thing, it's better to instead of this, we should always check here for floats, because if some coordinates like say 6.16 and 7.23, because the coordinates, right? Coordinates, they don't need to be a integer. So better to go it for a float rather than int. Okay. This would be int because this is the number of schools. Okay. So if I do this line again, we'll see we have a list of schools, Ram's house coordinate, and the number of schools. Okay. So we got our whatever we wanted to do, first of all. So yeah. And now what next? Okay. So we'll say def. But we should, I'll just write something. I'll put everything inside this. So that the basically this table I just put inside this. So def. What is our distance thing? Is closest school, which accepts X, Y, and L. X are the coordinates of Ram's house. L contains number coordinates of different schools. Okay. So the closest school. So okay. Actually, basically X, Y, and L. So basically, this we cannot do here, since it has told that it will take particularly this, but these things. So we have to take def control V, closest school, and then we'll see that. So what basically our input is already given. So X, Y, L. Okay. Basically, X will be Ram's house 1, 0. Y will be Ram's house 1. In schools, it is not taking. List schools will be this. So list of schools. Okay. So now. Okay. Now we'll say that, okay. And I'll also to define another function def to get that particular calculate distance, which will also take something like this we'll do later, but yeah, this we have to do with this one. So let's copy this. Okay. And square, instead of square, we'll write 2. There also 2 will having here some issue, and we do and to the power half, so into 0.5. Correct. This is our formula. So x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square and square root of the same, right? Just 1 second, I'll just get some water. Okay, sorry. So let's go. Okay, so this is our calculate distance. I will see for x2, x1, we'll see it later. Okay, I'm just keeping it aside. We'll see this later. This part we'll see later. I'm just defining the calculate distance function and we'll do the closest scope. So what will be our yeah. So for okay, so we'll first say that we'll get a make a list closest school list, because they told that if you are there multiple closest school, we need to give a multiple. That's why I'm keeping it as list. Okay. So and we'll start the initiate it with just a value of no, we'll not initiate anything, sorry. And we'll say second thing, we'll say that closest distance will initiate it with 0, because that was the least distance we can get. And we'll say that okay, now for I in L, capital L, sorry, for I in capital L, what is our capital L should contain? So capital L is looking like this list of schools, like right? So this. So it should have multiple list. We'll say that okay, what will be our x1 x, y, and L. Okay, so y is the list of y is the coordinate of the, so y should be the coordinate of x are the coordinates of Ram's house and coordinates of different school. Okay, so what will be our basically our x1 and x2 is here basically this same xy. Okay, this xy is basically x2 x1. Okay, so we will have to say that okay, there should be x2 x1 y2 y1. right? These are our basically the inputs in this one. For I in L, we'll calculate the distance. So dist, we'll say that dist here also, distance is equal to this. We'll return the distance, correct? So basically what I am doing, I am running through this each time. I'm not going through this one. I'm just putting this in different function. And whatever is my x1, x2, y2, y1, I'll just put here like this. So what I'll do is distance is equal to calculate this distance. So what will be our x2? X2, x1, x2 is the, so we have to keep in mind that 0, if I putting 0, 0 here, I should also put x1 in the same order, the xy order here also. So we'll say that x2 minus x1 is equal to y2 minus y1. So x2 is basically the Ram's, if I say that Ram's house coordinate, Ram's x coordinate, then what would be that? This x, right? So x. So then y2 should be Ram's y coordinate. So y, x and y is done. What is x1 and y1? X1 and y1 is nothing but x1 is equal to this else, this particular I, but not else, this particular I. So I is basically here for the first time 7 minus 6. So x1 is equal to I is 0. Actually, I can write x1 comma x1 comma y1. Y1 is equal to I0 and I is 1, right? We have got the this thing. Actually, this can be taken in one line also. Just return this part. Return this. We have got our x, x2, x1, which is basically x Ram's house x coordinate. Y is because this y2 is the Ram's house y coordinate. X1 is that particular school's y coordinate, x coordinate, and y1 is that particular school's y coordinate, which I am getting from here, right? From I and in L. In that case, then I have got my distance. So if dist is less than equals to one second. So I'm getting the closest distance now. This is correct. This is closest distance. If this is the closest distance, so basically, So what we have to do is here. So if this is the least school, so if this is distance less than closest distance, that will be the closest school list. So we'll say that closest school list equals to I. Okay, just think. If there is if this distance, the distance that I'm calculating, if that is the closest distance, whatever is there in the list should go off. Correct? So it should have only that particular I there, that particular coordinate there. Correct? If, but elif, we'll also say elif distance equals to closest distance. In that case, we should say that closest school LST dot append I. Correct? Because if there is it is the closest, it is the equal to the closest distance, then it should append that particular list. Okay. So, okay. In this, then in that case, so this is to be our basically the program. Now, finally, what we have to do is return the closest, return the closest school list. Closest school list. Okay, the program is done. So how should be the output basically? So output should be closest point toward XY. Okay, how the output is there? I'll just check the. Oh, it's returning as a list. Wow. So we don't have to think much. So basically, I'll just copy this. This is equal to this particular thing, closest school. And our XYL will be basically Ram's house 0. Ram's house 1, Y. This is my Ram's X and Y. And the school L is basically is equal to list of schools. Okay, so this is our code, and is there anything else we have to do? Yeah, so we'll print that now for schools in closest school list, print school. Let's try this code and see if we are getting it perfectly or not. Okay. So our first thing will be our 0, 0. Second will be our 3. Third thing will be 6. 3 minus 6. 1 minus 6. So our should be 1 minus 6, right? Okay. Okay, it's not returning anything. have that. Oh, close call list is 0. Why? Ah, okay. I did a mistake here. So I initiated the closest distance with 0.
0 in line 84.
Yeah. So I have to change that to something. So basically we have to go to some. It's difficult. How to get the. This one is a little tricky. Okay. How to get the highest one? Like something like that is very high. So one thing is to do that is to. Okay. One thing is to do it in like set it in some huge value, but there is another way to do it. Is that for idx comma l enumerate l. So basically I'm not giving any value to closest distance now. So I'll do it here. So if it is the first time, set that particular distance only the closest distance. Else, so with this will calculate and you check that okay. If idx equals to 0, then basically closest distance will be is equal to the distance. Else this 2 should come. Okay. Idx equal to if it is the first time, closest distance is equal to distance. Else for other times, check that if its distance is if it is less than the closest distance, then change it like that. Okay. So yeah, this is much safer way because even if you set some 10,000, the closest distance you initiate with some 10,000, then also if I give like something like 10,001, it will have issue. Okay, all the distance is basically I give like 10,001, 10,005, 10,008. So this will, but this won't give you any kind of error. So again, I have to do, sorry, 3, 7 minus 6, 3 minus 6, 1. Yeah, I'm getting it. Okay, 1 minus 6. I hope this won't give me a problem. So the output there is given like 1 minus 1 and 1, not one, exactly 1. I'm getting 1.0 minus 6.0. I hope they don't give me any problem. Oops. Okay, so for this part is when I'm explaining to someone, this part is little tedious. So what generally I do is I basically copy the data in a text file. Whatever this is here, like if I go get like big data, I just copy it in a text file and do the same thing, but instead of data is equal to basically the particular open a text file and open a table while data equal to true, I'll do like this. Okay, instead of doing this particular thing for just for explanation purpose, but in the code actually I think this is how they do. This I got from some other course which I was teaching in some previous year. So basically it's just take input line by line and execute it like 0 0, because whatever you have seen, I just did not show you here. Actually what you are seeing here, if I just go to the screen, what you are seeing here basically 0, 1. So each line it is just putting like input here. I don't know how they put it like this in the main NPTEL, but basically each line of 20, because 20 will give you this. Then first data equal input will give you 20 here for this one. Then after each line, it will give you like the next line. This thing will sorry this then this thing will execute, and then the next line data equal to input. Till then, it is the end of the this particular thing. Okay, after 3 minus 5, it will be empty. So data will be not equal to true. So you will get get the table as your input. So I want to try one more is what I generally do is copy any one of them. For example, if I go this one, let's copy this, open a text file by Notepad++ using this. Okay, save this file as some say distance txt, and then basically I'll go to the here it was. So what I'll say that basically instead of all of this, I'll say that if I just comment this, I'll say that table is equal to not in so with open, you know, right, how the text file is open. So open, then dist dot txt, comma, in read mode, table is equal to f dot read lines. Okay. What happened? Oh, as if, sorry. As if table f dot read lines. So if I just execute this line, we'll see I got the table something like this. See, and now if I just execute this code so that I don't have to give anything, and I am getting -3 0 -4 0. Is it correct or not? Let me see. It's -3 2. Am I getting something wrong here? Let me see. Okay. -3 -2. So if I just if I just do this, and I can check that if I am doing so where the mistake is coming. Return dist and print dist. Okay, that print. There is some issue. I don't know why it is happening. Let's figure it out. The distance is, I don't know why there's some error is coming. So let's figure that out where it is coming. The distance is this. And I'll say for this one, print the coordinate is this code. Actually, I have also not written previously. I'm just writing in front of you guys. So just to give you the idea that how actually even I think while coding. That's all the school list. So table E. Okay, so distance is 4.4. 4. Okay. This is 3, 5 minus 3 minus 4, which is 6, and 4, 7, 4, 2. So basically minus 4 minus 2 and 2, 4. So those are the closest. But here they're telling me this is the closest. Which one is the closest here? Minus 3 minus 2. Okay. This is quite wrong. Enough schools is 10. Last of schools say everything is correct only. Okay, just let me again see once. Because did you see any like did you guys see any fault in the code? Because x2. So x2 is my coordinate of my Ram's house, which is here. Okay. And x1 is coordinate of my first school, so which I am giving here, right? X coordinate, which is basically 2. Okay. Then y2 is coordinate of Ram's house, which is y, basically, which I am giving here. Ram's house 1, right? Ram's house 0, Ram's house 1. What is list of schools? List of schools is I1. List of schools is basically I1. So x1, y1 is will be equal to i's 0 and I1, which is correct, right? Let's debug the code and have a clear look at both of them. Let's see. Okay. Let's debug the code and see. Okay, where is this? This one is that. But here we can actually give fine. Okay, let's see. So now my okay, I'll just see what is my x and y. X is equal to minus 2, 2. Correct, right? Because minus 2, 2, x and y coordinate. x1, y0 is equal to I0. x1 is I0, I1. So what let's x1, y1 is, so first one is 2, 4. So what is my I? 2.0, 4.0. So x1, y1 is 2 and 4. Great. Okay. Now distance is equal to x2 minus x1. It should be minus 2 minus 2 is minus 4. So 16. So we'll go first this one. Let's see. This is minus 4. Minus 4 squared is 16. Y is y2 minus y1. Minus 2. Y2 is 4, which is the basically no. X2, X1, Y2, Y1 I have given. Correct only, right? So Y2 is Ram's coordinate, which is 2. Yeah, Y2 is 2 and minus Y1. Y1 is 4. So 2 minus 4 is 2. So 4 square 16, 2 square 4. So this is 20. So 20 square root of 20 is 4.47. Is it correct? And what the answer given here is minus 3 minus 2. So minus, if there is minus 3 minus 2, what would be this one? Let's calculate this. So x2 will be always minus 2. Correct? X2 will be always minus 2. This one is correct, right? The formula root over of square root of. Yeah, this is correct only. It's correct. There is no fault in the formula. Okay. X2 minus x1 plus square, y2 minus y1 square, whole square root of whole square root 0.5. This is perfectly correct. There's no problem here. Okay, so minus 2, y x2 will be minus 2, minus x1 should be x1 should be 2. No, sorry, what will be the x1? The answer is minus 3 minus 2. So 3 minus 3, which will be plus 3 basically. Minus 3 into minus 3, like this. So instead of doing this, let's do it very naive way. Okay. This square plus really square root of a square plus b square, the hypotenuse of the triangle. Okay. And we'll have so y1 will be always 4. Okay, sorry, y2 will be always 2, so minus 2 to y2, 2 minus 3 minus 2. So 2 minus minus 2 is plus 2. You know that still I'll do like this only. Okay. Power square. So whole of this thing to power 0.5. Okay, this is coming 4.12, and but I am getting here 4. Oh, this is 4.12 only. Then why this is a problem? Oh, it's 4.12. Okay. But it is less than this. How then why the problem is coming? Very unusual, right? Okay. Closest distance, the closest distance is equal to distance. If then else distance less than closest distance, I. Okay. Very odd. Okay, so we'll this thing was working fine. So there is some problem here because it's 4.1 to 4.47. Okay, but this now 3.5. We should stop at minus 3.2. Okay, let's see. Let's see what is happening here now. Okay, so my DIST is now 4.12. And what is my this one now? Okay, okay. Hmm. Okay. We'll next go to here. Okay, now I think I understood the issue. Yeah, that was. But that has been appended. What problem? This index is now 0. Index is 1. Yeah. So one problem I can see is this one. But the first time I have to do this. If this I do. Sorry. None. Just no. There's some problem is happening here. -3, -2, but correct answer is -3, -2. But why -4, -2 is also coming? -7. -7. Okay. This is something very. Okay. 2, 4, -3, -4. -3, -2. -3, -2 will be now in the. Yeah. -3, -2 is done. 3 -3 won't have -4, -2, which was also coming, right? Problem -4, -2. This is the problematic. This is the 4.47. Ah, it's very bad problem. I had missed it. Very bad thing. I have not updated the closest list, man. I have not updated it. After appending, I should update the closest list, right? If this is the closest, so see, this is very. I have not I'm not updating the closest distance. Come on, guys. Closest distance is equal to distance, right? Now it is coming properly. Small mistake, and it took me so much time. I should have found it very much earlier. I'm not updating the list. So that's why it's giving the error. Yeah. Now it is correctly giving me properly everything. Right. So I'll try with some another issue. Oh my God. So sometimes this kind of small silly mistakes also gives you a hell lot of. -1, 3. Let me see. -1, 3. Something is 2. 6 - 4. There is 2, 6 minus. There's 2 schools. This one, let's check. This is giving me error. I think. -1, -3, -2, -2. And I think in their respective order, I don't know what is the respective order, if there exists, what is the respective order here. Anyway, I think what the order it is present in there was the list. Okay, so this is done. Okay, but this should be the correct course. I'm deleting this. I'm putting this one. The small mistake I was just did not updated the school distance list. Here I don't need to update because already is equals to, so already it's updated. Here I should have updated. I did not see, and that gave me only 15 minutes of pain, really. Okay, now last one. Given a string S, write a program to convert uppercase letters into lowercase and lowercase letters into uppercase. Okay. So how do you do this? Basically, we can make the dictionary, but I will import string. We know what is the lowercase letter and uppercase letter. So what we have to do is basically make a dictionary, correct? We'll make a dictionary of kind of like capital S equal to small s and small s is equal to capital S, something like that. Small s equal to capital S, and make a dictionary like that and do this. If you, I don't know if you are allowed to do, if you're allowed to use import here in the main code. Don't, I don't think so. So basically, you have to make this dictionary by hand, which is which is not very convenient. So I'll use the string.ascii uppercase. What I will do is I'll make a character dictionary. Character dictionary is equal to this. And inside of that, I have to do 2 times. I have to do a indexing and thing. So what is basically my index will be same, but just the lowercase will be lower. If the uppercase is the key, the lowercase is same index thing will be in the value. So for example, A will be the string dot uppercase is say string dot uppercase is index 0. That will be the key of the character dictionary, and the value would be string dot lowercase is 0. What I'll do is for I in range of, we know that there are 26 characters. So we'll go off 26. We know there are 26 characters, range of 26 alphabets. 26, sorry, 24. Okay. One second. I myself is now forgetting. String dot ASCII string dot ASCII, right? String dot ASCII uppercase. And go till 26. My God. Range of I in range of 26, because we know there is 26 character. Otherwise, we can say range of len of this particular thing. And also do this. Okay. And safest option. What will be the key of the character dictionary? The characteristics, what will be the key? Key will be say this I is equal to instead of same thing, but this will be in the lowercase. Right. Lowercase is I, and just the opposite. So basically characteristics, this one, just the opposite thing I have to do. So string.ice, just same thing. I'm just making the character dictionary basically here, and if I run this now, you see there will be a character dictionary of 27 to 252. What thing is correct? Now what I have to do is def is change some str, some string. We'll say that the resultant string is will initiate with the empty string, and we have done it previously also for I in string. If that particular element is there in that in our character dictionary, like if it is a English character, if I in character dictionary dot keys, then go ahead with appending the append. So go ahead with appending the dict I. Okay. That section is I, that particular value, else just append that particular character as it is, and will return res. Now if you do this, print case change, some string will give, so I'm giving this particular example string only. We can do it with any of else. Let's just see particular thing. Good. And if our input is something different, for example, it is this, and if it's this particular string, say, oh, so this will not work. We have to do it in a double quote. So again, if FAQBA something is there, and if it is, we'll see that if it is print this, if our result is correct or not, I can just check whatever result they have given here, copy this, and this. If it comes true, then our result is correct. Okay, so this is our code. Basically, this is our code, and yeah. So that's it.
The
We have
string we are having on method swap case. Swap case will convert uppercase to lowercase and lowercase to uppercase.
no, actually, I did not do in that swap case because I don't think you can import any module there in the particular in the assignments.
No need to import the string and all. Swap case is a method which is present
Oh,
in
string dot
string.
like str. Oh, string
Yes,
dot.
if list we are having like append, no
Oh,
append
okay. I did not
like
know
that.
that.
For string we are having some method. So one of the method is swap case, like your upper, lower, and all.
Oh,
We can able
Apple
to
where I
use that method.
know. Swap
Yeah,
case.
string name dot swap case. That's enough.
Oh.
No need to import the string.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, thanks. Oh, basically, so as she said, we can basically instead of so many things. I don't know. It's not
One line
correct.
of code is enough.
Oh, this is like just one line of code returned this. And oh, wow, I did not know this actually. I've done this like this, like this format only. Yeah, so there are so many small things like in Python you may not be able to. It's like it's impossible for any one to grasp all of them and remember. Anyways, so both ways are correct, and so as she said that this is one of the easiest way to. Thank you. Okay, so it's done, and so we are done with today's session, and yeah. Is anything else you need to ask me? Please, you can ask. So any doubt? And in the forum, someone had asked a question. I've asked oops. Asked the person to give me
Yeah,
the
I
code.
answered, sir. No worries.
Oh, okay. No problem. I asked someone to give because it's difficult to copy and then check it this. Anyway.
Directly, you can copy and paste it and run the code, sir. Already, it's intended only.
Okay, it will work because previously it
Yeah.
used to work. Previously it won't used
Just
to
you
work.
have to
I have tried previously once. Oh, now it is
copy
working.
and paste it and paste, because that boy shared the intended code only. Some people will not, but this particular
Oh,
learner have. Yeah.
oh, okay. I'll check this. Okay, I'll check the code then and answer. Like if I need to answer, I'll answer. I think you have already gave her the answer. Give him the answer in order. Yeah, the answer. Okay, then we'll stop here and we'll end the meeting here. And so thank you all for joining. We'll have so I have asked to NPTEL has asked for if you want to take an extra class or something. So I had asked for an extra class on this Saturday at 4 p.m. So please be there if you are there. I don't think there will be any other session at 4 p.m. So that will be on extra class.
No, Saturday, actually, Python, we are having 3 to 5. Manikandan sir is taking.
Oh, Manikanandan, I was checking. I don't know. These are extra classes. I don't know if if that
Yeah.
thing will be considered here. So I can check. One second. Stop
Actually,
sharing.
that is 12 weeks. No, sir.
There's a 12 weeks course. So the NPTEL people have asked that you can take one extra classes. So this kind of for there are two reasons. One reason is that many of us doing this NPTEL internship, and so this is like we need to do total 100 hours of this internship in a year. So for NPTEL, we are getting like 96 hours. So if we take one extra class, so we'll get 50 hours basically. So we can share some other
Okay.
topics rather than this course also.
Okay.
But
Actually,
okay,
sir
that's
told we can have an additional class. I know, no issues.
huh. So we can have some addition. That's why we can have additional class where you can if you have any doubt also that you can be a doubt clearing class, and I can teach you something different. One class I want to take about uh matplotlib or lib, so I may take on that Saturday session. Okay, this Saturday, or I can take it on the next Monday, whichever is next Tuesday, the last session. So whichever
Sir,
is
till that recursion question is not answered in the forum.
which recursion question.
I
Oh, okay,
last
I
class
forgot.
I
Yeah,
represented.
yeah, I remember. I sorry, I
You told
forgot
you
to
note
answer.
down now. Yeah.
I remember.
That's why I didn't ask you to give the answer once again in the forum. I didn't raise the reminder. Yeah, if you answer it, it will be better.
Sure. I'll answer it. I forgot to of that. I think I'll answer it by today. After this session, I'll answer it. I'll find the question and answer it. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, then we'll stop here and thank you all.